Oh, did you know that there's an e-beggar named darksydephil? Oh, so embarrassed. He's in his 40s and he e-begs. Sweet. Every day, a little bit, tweaking a little more, Tender. I've walked on my toes my whole life. Like that. Because my muscles were already big down there. Flavorful. It's still an answer. It doesn't matter if it's honesty or not. It's still an answer. I am going to ask for contributions, and you're going to like it. Sasquatch. Afterbirth. What's going on, everyone? Good morning. Welcome to the show. A very different show.
Na, ob das bei euch gerade auch so ist? I doubt it.
Okay. I received a $3 tip from Boom Arms Defeat DSP, apologizing profusely for their behavior yesterday. For those who don't know,
come on then, dickhead. Why don't you tell us all about it?
Last night, here I am trying to build this set. I'm trying to build this chair. They didn't give me instructions. I unboxed the chair. I'm going through the box. There's no instructions. How am I supposed to build the chair? So someone says, oh, there's a tutorial video online to do it. I go to find it. The tutorial video is from 2019. It's the previous model of this chair, and it's wrong. So basically, using that actual video, I had to figure out how to build the chair on my own. So I'm struggling to do that. As that happens, okay, some people who don't like me go online and stream snipe me. Yeah, baby! Woo! And then idiots in the kick chat decide to spam the chat with detractor memes. Well, guess what? Not allowed. Always been against the rules. So I said, okay, fine. You want to take advantage? Because I'm on the floor building this chair and I can't really see what's going on. Oh, you want to take advantage? So I just went right down the line, and every detractor meme, I just removed them from the chat. I'm not even going to mess around talking with you guys. You know it's against the rules. Boom, 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 done. 15 people got banned, basically. Very little moderation happens, despite what idiots say. So what happened is Boom Arm Defeats DSP has been now basically trying to contact me ever since that happened, apologizing profusely. I'll never do it again, Phil. I swear I'll never do it again. Do I believe him? What's up, Game Boy? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Does this look normal? Good morning. How's it going? Do I believe him? What do you guys think? Do I take him for his word? No, it's not an apology fetish. It's that he has to show remorse for knowing that he did something wrong, and then he's not going to do it again, or else what the hell is the what's the point? I unbanned him, but I swear if he ever does that again, I'm permanently banning him. But I'm not unbanning anybody else. There you go. And I certainly hope that for everyone, newcomers and relatively long-time viewers as well, that you all feel like everything's been better this last week, right? It's now been over a week since the Asmongold interview, and I've made a concerted effort to change for the better. Overall, what do you guys think? I want to ask you, what do you guys think of the last week? Have you liked everything that's happened? Have you liked the changes and the improvements? I think you know what I'm talking about. Not only am I talking about, hey, listening to feedback, doing things on the fly, trying new games, but I'm also talking about I don't ask for contributions anymore. At all. I haven't asked for a single contribution since I got off the interview with Asmongold. And things have been absolutely stellar. So, what do you think of the changes? It's been great and positive. A chill-tastic week. It's been great. I love you, brother. Yes, it's much better. And then here's the contrast. That was all from YouTube. Here's the kick chat. I don't like the lack of songs and rewards. What are you talking about? You complained constantly about the music that I played before the stream, saying it was old and the same music over and over. Stop playing it. And you complained about the reward structure, saying you hated the fact that things were tied to financial goals. So I removed the music, and now we're not doing the tiered rewards anymore. Instead, I'm just giving you the rewards. Like today, we're just going to do DSP Tries It. I don't like it. I don't care. How about that? I just don't care. Your opinion is irrelevant. Okay? Good Lord. Anyway.
All right. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of this guy too. Really, I'm just gonna get rid of the toxic influences from now on. There's no reason to even respond to this. Remove them. Let's move on. Enough with the toxic people who are here just to troll.
Cross the Chart says, well, what's wrong with asking for support? Well, here's the thing. All right? I never asked for support till I had to.
Oh, so what you're saying is you didn't beg until you needed the money. That's a good point. That's a really good point. I didn't even think of that one.
It's true. I was a content creator from the year of 2009, or excuse me, 2008, all the way up to 2017.
Oh, deja vu.
During that time frame, most of everything I did was based on on-demand videos on YouTube. I make the video, you watch it, ads play, that's my living. I actually strongly criticized people who asked for support. I didn't like it. I even said, guys, like there were other content creators at the time, like Angry Joe was one I particularly remember people would bring up. Why don't you stream like Angry Joe? Angry Joe does streams, he monetizes them, he has subs and he has pop-ups and all this. And I said, I don't want to do that. I said, I just want to focus on the gameplay. That's what I'm all about. And then what happens is it comes back and it bites me in the butt because I'm not thinking forward. I'm not thinking about the future. I'm not thinking that YouTube will ever change, that my channel will decline. I'm just thinking everything's going to be rainbows and unicorns forever. I'm already on to my better life for a whole week now. And then things change. And then all of a sudden my channel gets tampered with. I lose ad revenue. I'm not in the algorithm anymore. YouTube has the adpocalypse. Ads are literally halve the value overnight. All this stuff happens. And now I find myself in a situation where I look like a jackass because I was the guy who always talked, oh, never taking contributions, never asked for them. And now I find myself in the position where I need to do that. So I adapted, all right? And I'm very aware that adapting made me a huge hypocrite, okay? I know that. There's nothing I can really do about that. I just basically opened my mouth. And I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have been criticizing other people for trying to make a living.
Take your stolen credit card.
I shouldn't have. I should have never criticized people for trying to make a living. That's on me. That was me and my old self being a hater, right? Dumping on other people on the internet and saying, I don't like how they do it. That's wrong. Only the way that I say goes and is right. No one else has a right to make a living in a way that I don't approve. That was absolutely immature. That was absolutely incorrect. I never should have done it. And I used to do this kind of thing all the time. People would ask me a question about a game like Minecraft, and I'd say, everyone who plays Minecraft is a child. The game is crappy. Look at those awful graphics. What a joke of a game. Who would play that in their right mind? Then years later, I play Minecraft. I'm like, dude, this game's awesome. I love it. There's crafting. There's survival. There's all this uniqueness, different climates, amazing music and everything. This game is so cool. I'm like, damn, why did I dump on it for so long? Seriously, like, what's my problem? But the thing is, what they say is that hindsight is 20/20. That you only see those flaws in your character after they've happened. As they're happening, you don't think you're in the wrong. And that's my problem is now I'm someone who's had 17 years track record where I've made different mistakes at different times, and people just like to go back and point at the mistakes. And it's like, hey, all I can do after making those mistakes is change for the better, right? So what ends up happening is now I'm reliant on crowdfunding.
Right.
People coming and throwing me contributions on a stream to make a living. It's completely different from my previous formula. So now I got to go all in. I got to ask for the subs. I got to ask for the contributions on the streams. And now what happens is people flip on me. People turn on me. But you said you're not supposed to do that. What a hypocrite DSP is for doing that. Like, why would he do that? Well, I had to. If I didn't turn into a full-time live streamer asking for contributions, I would have lost everything.
Get a job, you bum 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 bum.
I would have lost my business. I would have lost my home. I would have lost everything that I had. So I had to go all the way the other direction. And I get it. I understand why people would be like, well, that's so hypocritical. And basically, you know, we're turning on you now. And I think there was a whole internet movement, anti-DSP, you know, how dare he ask for contributions? I think that's what it was, honestly. You know, to be honest, no, I don't think that actually I asked for insane amounts of contributions any more than other people. I think that what it is people categorize it in a way and say, well, here's a highlight reel of Phil asking for stuff versus they don't do that with other people, right? So I'm now find myself in a situation where basically I have between now and April, like say middle to late April, to raise an exorbitant amount of money. You may say, how much? I can just tell you this. This is an estimate of the amount of money I would need to raise between now and April. And by the way, this is the amount of money in addition to me making my normal money that I make every month on stream and every month on YouTube. In addition to my normal income, I need to raise about another roughly $16,000 between now and April. No, I don't think that actually I asked for insane amounts of contributions any more than other people. I think that what it is people categorize it in a way and say, well, here's a highlight reel of Phil asking for stuff, versus they don't do that with other people.
Yeah, seems legit to me.
They don't. Also, you got to understand levels of success. I'm someone who has a few hundred viewers a stream, and, you know, I have to ask for things at different kinds of frequencies than maybe others do. If someone has 1,000 viewers on a stream and they don't have to ask for contributions, that's probably because there's more people giving them contributions.
Right, so fewer viewers means more money per viewer. Get it?
Right? If you haven't noticed, in the last week, since more of you have started showing up and supporting, I don't ask for contributions. I don't have to. Why would I? You guys are supporting me. Why do I ask for anything? So it's direct cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Again, you guys have allowed me to improve dramatically in the last week. Is there something wrong with asking for contributions? No. If your audience is okay with the frequency and the way you do it, then that's fine. Mine was. It was my critics, my trolls, my detractors who didn't like it. But for me, I don't like doing it. I hate doing it. I don't like asking for support at all. I wish I never have to do it ever again. So for a week, I haven't had to do it. This has been my best content creation week in a decade. I'm not kidding you. I've enjoyed myself more this last week, just relaxing with you and having fun with games, than I have had in the last decade, because I didn't have to ask for anything. So now, let's keep that going. Let's keep that momentum. Let's stay positive. Let's enjoy games. Let's enjoy each other's company. Let's keep that momentum going. And let's just keep it chill. All right? Let's do it. Let's prove the internet wrong. The internet that said, you're not good enough. You don't make good enough content. Or you're nothing but an e-beggar. Let's show them different. Because for a week I haven't. And for this week, it's been one of the best weeks I've ever had. So, prove them wrong.
I've heard some bullshit in my time, mister, but yours is the best.